You come down, you gotta, wear a seat.
I mean, I'm 15. You could ride in the passenger seat. I got my permit. Not yet.
Justin's early career was carefully curated. Usher co-signed him. Scooter Braun managed him. The machine behind Bieber was massive. But despite that, the people he interacted with, the places he went, and the industry events he was exposed to weren't always age-appropriate. Looking back, fans and former insiders alike have questioned why a minor was so embedded in adult industry circles. Why was Justin partying with older celebrities? Why was he around people like Diddy in intimate settings? These questions gained momentum when Justin's behavior began changing. Over the years, Bieber has spoken openly about his struggles with fame. He's admitted to depression, anxiety, substance abuse, and even suicidal ideation. In one documentary, he confessed that at the height of his fame, he felt completely lost, like a product rather than a person. He'd smile for cameras and perform for crowds, all while privately unraveling. But recent months added another layer of concern. Bieber began posting cryptic messages on Instagram. Strange metaphors. Religious references. A video that has since been deleted showed him saying things like, "We're not in Alaska, bro. We're in the jungle. There's rats here." The internet ran wild with theories. Was he referencing industry predators? Was he trying to warn fans? Or was he simply expressing himself artistically, spiritually, perhaps even metaphorically? With Diddy's legal troubles now front-page news and new lawsuits being filed almost monthly, the speculation intensified. People wondered, did Justin experience something traumatic in his interactions with Diddy? And if so, would he ever come forward? That speculation reached a fever pitch when Bieber's reps finally issued a rare, strongly worded statement. The message was direct: Justin was not harmed by Sean Combs. He had no accusations to make. He stood with survivors who were coming forward and admired their bravery, but he did not want his name included in speculative conversations that could derail real stories. For some, this was a relief. For others, it was disappointing. There were those who believed Bieber was hiding something, not necessarily to protect Diddy, but to protect himself, his mental health, or his family. And that's an important part of this story. Since the birth of his son, Jack Blues Bieber, in 2024, Justin has transformed. He's been quieter. Less public. More selective with the moments he shares. Those close to him say fatherhood changed everything, that he's found peace in simplicity, in morning walks with his wife Haley, in being present for his son's milestones. For a man who's spent most of his life being watched, there's something deeply healing about stepping away from the gaze. But peace doesn't come without cost. Stepping back also means leaving questions unanswered. It means inviting critique from people who expect you to speak, to explain, to validate their concerns. And Justin, for better or worse, has chosen to remain largely silent. Still, the silence says a lot. There's a reason so many people are concerned about young stars in the entertainment industry. From Britney Spears to Lindsay Lohan, Macaulay Culkin to Amanda Bynes, the pattern is undeniable. Kids become famous. The world consumes them. And when they break down, which many do, we call them crazy, instead of asking what broke them in the first place.
And he knows better than to be talking about the things that he does with Big Brother Puff on national television.
Justin has tried to break that cycle. He's acknowledged his mistakes. He's apologized for past behavior. He's sought treatment. He's leaned into faith. But there's a quiet sadness in his journey, a recognition that fame took something from him, maybe something he'll never get back. The connection to Diddy, whether it was fleeting or more involved, reopens those wounds. Not just for Justin, but for anyone watching who's been through something similar. Because when power protects abusers, and the industry has a long history of doing just that, the most vulnerable pay the price. In past decades, Diddy was celebrated as a hip-hop mogul, a fashion icon, a businessman. But behind the scenes, reports now suggest a much darker reality. Multiple lawsuits allege years of abuse, trafficking, and psychological manipulation. And the pattern is familiar. Like with R. Kelly or Harvey Weinstein, people knew. Whispers circulated. But no one wanted to risk their career by speaking up. So they stayed silent. That's the cost of fame. That's the silence Bieber might be trying to avoid repeating, not through interviews or exposés, but by breaking the cycle for his own family. By protecting his son from an industry that nearly consumed him. It's easy to demand answers from celebrities. To insist that they tell all. But real healing doesn't always look like public confession. Sometimes, it looks like walking away. Like building a life in the quiet, with no camera crews, no press releases, no staged moments. Just real love. Real presence. Real recovery. The internet may keep speculating. Fans may keep guessing. But only Justin knows the full story. And maybe, just maybe, that story belongs to him alone. What we can say is this: if he was hurt, he has every right to keep that private. If he wasn't, he still has the right to speak only when, and if, he wants to. And if he's choosing peace, then that, in itself, is a powerful act of resistance. Because for someone who spent so many years being managed, manipulated, and misunderstood, choosing silence, choosing to protect your peace, is an act of rebellion. If this story moved you, subscribe to the channel and let us know your thoughts below. Do you think Justin is hiding something, or is he just finally free? Hollywood Hype.